Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenny Golladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Slam.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, alert 3. Out. Shift. Check 3.
Hard. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cochran. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
54. Yo.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, come on, yo.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Topper!
Check nickel.
You're out! Go!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 15 line.
Here we go. Check 4. SOS.
Go.
SOS. Switch.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey.
Shoot.
The throw taken in by Cole. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, 49ers.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
have a first down past the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right? And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to...
He's got him in, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin with Michel on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This time, Jackson will throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, check, check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Set 30 base. Hey, Echo. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, watch. Get it.
Back to throw here. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kill.
X3, 218, chopper. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here I come.
Hey, exit.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Delta.
51, Mike 51. You gonna get this, boy?
Ready?
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 3rd down, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
And a 49er first down.
Push him back. Push him back. You go tight.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Good job. Good job, Murray.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Look, squeeze. Check nine.
Now back to throw. Open out on the left side. This is Cole.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Three bud. Yeah. Mike's 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Bang, 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 bang. Blue draw quarters.
2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Rock it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Hey, seam 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. We don't want this.
Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cochran. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Shit.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
Now Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On first down, Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
56. Mike, 56. Right. 56.
Jackson. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2.
You ain't going nowhere.
Jackson will throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They'll get 8 yards on the run, and that is going to close out this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
56 to Mike.
On 2nd and a couple. Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 30 base. 5.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double.
Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw here. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Hey, orbit. Big grip.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 1, 3. Go. Comes up the helmet. Here we go. Kill. Check.
On the ground is Michel, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Play action. It's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score, Niners 39, Rams 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This time Jackson will throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this